I was mostly afraid when moving to Vaasa and Finland, the language. I'm an English speaker, so I've been told that Finns are very good English speakers, but it's still the uncertainty of moving somewhere and not knowing the language completely. And then starting at VAMK, it had been a few years since I've studied, so that was a bit nerve-wracking going into the regular routine of being a student. Moving to Vaasa, my fear may be meeting friends and getting along with people at school. And the winter, I was really scared about the winter because I've heard it's very harsh, so that was nerve-wracking, making sure that I had the right clothing. The challenges I faced while starting school again, writing a paper, my English skills of writing, like not used to so formal reports and that kind of writing, so I was really nervous about that because out of practice, and was I able to do the work that is going to be required of me. That was a bit nerve-wracking. Opportunities, I guess, with studying the international business would be accounting. I was pretty surprised that I actually like accounting. It's a difficult subject, very difficult and frustrating, but when you get the right answer and you understand it, it feels really nice. And then marketing, I felt like it was quite interesting, and the different courses like CSR is corporate social responsibility and making businesses accountable, and that I found that really interesting about sustainability and environment, and so I think that that could be a possible thing that I look into more deeply, studying and getting to know. So that was a bit surprised because I had no idea. It's a whole different language, like studying something that you don't know anything about. So that was definitely a challenge, but has turned out to be pretty interesting. Well, the nice thing about being a VAMK member, you can they have sports stuff, and I'm very big into playing volleyball and going to the gym and running. So even the winter, I've ran minus 24 and it's very cold, but it's enjoyable. And so running, gym, and yeah, taking walks in Vaasa because it's so nice, and I live next to the water and the little lake there. Every city here in Finland and Vaasa is completely surrounded by water, and I love that. It's a really nice feeling. I actually didn't know that international business was the right thing for me. Honestly, I chose it to move to Finland to be with my Finnish boyfriend that I met prior. And but since then, I feel like business is a very universal thing to study and to know basics. And I've always kind of wanted to open up my own like cafe and stuff. So that's always been something I've been interested in, and learning the skills of a business. Well, I dream about nowadays, it always changes from year to year, but being in Finland, maybe having a cabin somewhere out in the woods and living simply, and yeah, maybe a job career-wise, like I said, opening a little cafe would be really nice, and I like to travel, so traveling would be in there somewhere, but cabin life, simple life, and yeah, happy life.